Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Out again. This time I'm back in Havod, which you will remember possibly from a video back maybe 3 or 4 videos ago. I'll put the link up on the screen somewhere. Yes, I'm out today doing a bit of woodland photography, whatever else there is really, and maybe having a look a bit for some bluebells. And I think it's a little bit early at the moment, but hopefully there might be 1 or 2 about, and I can at least see what the situation with bluebells is here. Never actually been here in spring because obviously I only discovered it a couple of autumns ago, and then we got locked down, so never actually managed to get here in spring before. But looking forward to having a little bit of explore around this place today and hopefully getting a few photos. Weather conditions are grey and overcast at the moment, but there are a few breaks in the cloud, so maybe we'll get a little bit of light in, hopefully anyway. But yes, I'm going to get to where I want to be, and I shall be back hopefully with a steadier camera then. So I've been here for 2 hours wandering around so far. I've done, what's that, 5.5 kilometers of wandering about just to really just to try and find a leaf on a tree, let alone bluebells at the moment. I think spring is a bit later. We're up in the Cambrian Mountains here, so and it has been a cold April, so I think maybe spring hits a little bit later on here. Just means I get to come back again in a few weeks' time, see what it all looks like then. Anyway, as you can see, I have my camera set up, and I haven't got pictures of spring leaves or anything like that. I don't know what it is about the scene I'm about to show you, but I think mainly the thing that caught my eye was there's a tree here with a hole in it and some interesting moss on it. So interesting lack of moss actually. I think it's where moss has not grown. It just makes it look a little bit speckled. So I have this tree just in my foreground, and then it's just got a nice bit of light on the mossy hillside leading off into the distance. So I'll bring you over to have a look at this photo a little bit closer. Okay, so as you can see, it's this tree here that caught my eye with that hole and just the speckled moss just on the side there. So, and then as I say, you've got a nice bit of light on the mossy hillside and a couple of trees leading off into the background. The position I'm in at the moment, I have to be in this position because just behind this tree here is a fallen tree that's pretty ugly, and I don't want it in the shot, so I'm kind of trying to hide that a little bit. And then, you know, it's just a woodland scene really, isn't it? Maybe it'll work as a photograph, maybe it won't, but I shall put that up on the screen for you now anyway. Okay, I think we found where the bluebells are supposed to be. I think they're going to be off the itinerary for today. Obviously it's a bit early for them. There's 1 or 2 scattered about, but I mean there's loads of bluebell plants, but no flowers just yet. And I think as I've been walking through today, that's been pretty clear almost straight away, with the fact that there's barely a leaf on the trees yet. I mean there's 1 or 2 trees covered with leaves, but yeah, it's still a very early spring here, as opposed to back at home where we're getting on a bit now. There's definitely more bluebells about, more flowers about, more leaves on the trees. But yeah, I'm gonna go and try and see if I can find something else to take photos of. Maybe try and find one tree with some leaves on it. I think the problem as well is the moss. It's so mossy here, which I absolutely love a mossy woodland, but the colour of the moss is the same as like new growth on the trees, so it kind of, you don't really have anything that stands out too much. But I'm going to keep having a look around. What time is it now? I got a few hours before I plan to move on to my next location. Okay, I'm not going to lie, conversation is not going to come easy the way I'm perched on the edge with brambles around, the wind's blowing and keeps blowing over that camera. This camera is perched precariously, but I found, can you see it? I found just a tree growing out of some rocks, which is always a good thing to try and photograph, I guess. Anyway, the only problem I have is obviously looking up, and the sky is going to be in the shot. Going to see if I can do something about that in post-production. General aim of this shot, I'm just going through this very quickly because basically I'm doing the splits at the moment and it's not very comfortable. But yeah, so basically I've just got this rock ledge leading into the tree. I also might try another option with this. There's a mossy boulder down here, and I think if I move around, oh my god, I'm going to fall. If I move around a little bit, there's some trees in the background that may eliminate the sky a little bit, but I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, I'm not talking while I am moving because I'm just going to fall. But yeah, so I'll put that first one up on the screen now. If I come back for the second one, you'll see it in a second. Okay, so that was a little bit of a crazy 5 minutes then. I'm trying to move around, falling all over the place. Suddenly it becomes the busiest place in the world. Right, walking past on the path here, about 10 people walk past. I'm trying to shoot up, and I've obviously got the sky in the picture, and suddenly it becomes a beautiful day, so the sky becomes quite bright, and the wind picks up as well, so I have to use a bit of a faster shutter speed on the shot. But basically what I've just moved around from where I was before. I can actually stand up without being in the splits for this one. Basically same tree, just have like a mossy boulder with a couple of little ferns coming off, a couple of nice looking ferns, and then one really ugly fern. So it's probably not going to be an award winner, this one, but it's just basically a nice shot. I've had to focus stack it because obviously the boulder is right in front of me with the ferns on, so I have focus stacked it. And then I'm going to have to do something in post-processing with the light as well, because obviously the sky is a bit bright, so we're going to have to see if I can make something out of that, maybe make it have a little bit of a glow or something along those lines. But hopefully it comes out all right. It's another shot from today, which is quite nice. So I shall put that up on the screen for you as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and get down from here without falling, dropping anything, losing anything. I currently have a bramble in my crotch as well. Ow, there we are. That's better. Anyway, yeah, on to the next thing. probably shown you quite a bit of B-roll of me walking through Havod with these beautiful things like waterfalls and ruins and things like that. And you might be asking yourself, why am I not stopping to take those photos of that, especially the waterfalls? It's because they're not looking their best today. I've been here quite a few times with the water levels much higher. We haven't had any rain until today. We haven't had any rain for about 10 days. So everything's, the water volume's pretty low at the moment. And although it's pretty, I've seen it better. So that's why I'm not taking any photos of it. And I'll come back again after there's been more rain and it'll look better than this. I'm trying to look for spring really more than waterfalls today, so that's why I'm not stopping. I haven't found spring yet. We'll keep having a look. Okay, finally found spring. A note to self for the future, walk entirely the opposite way around Havod to find spring next year. But yeah, some leaves on the trees, which is quite nice, and it's a nice scene with the river running through the background. I'm just shooting handheld for this one, really. It's bright enough now for quick shutter speed. I don't think I really need to line it up with a tripod or anything like that, so I think, yeah, I'm going to make my way back to the car and move on to my next location now. Oh, whew. That was a long day. There's not even half the day done yet. But yeah, walked a lot further than I thought I was going to today. I think I've done about 14 kilometers. Not really sure how much photography I've actually done. I can't even really remember the photos I've taken at the moment, so I don't think anything really stood out as a great composition or anything like that. I just think I'm just going to have to see what I can do with those photos back in on Lightroom and Photoshop, see if I can make something of them. Obviously, you will have seen them, so you know. I'm going to have some lunch now before I move on to my next location. I am not going to eat my lunch on video because I can't think of anything worse to do than that. I mean, talking's bad enough. Eating, no thanks. I'm sure you don't want to watch me eat either. Yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle today, I have to admit, but I just enjoyed the walk out. Getting 14 kilometers. I don't know why I'm in kilometers, by the way. I always work in miles, but my watch is in kilometers today for some reason. But yeah, 14 kilometers today is like after 4 months not taking a photo, not doing too much in the way of walking. It's actually quite good to be out and doing that sort of length walk. For this vlog, I think I'm going to finish there. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you feel like watching a little bit more of Mid Wales and wherever else I end up going over the next few months. But for today, I am going to eat some lunch and finish there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.